Patricia Stark, and this is Craving Confidence, the series that helps you build your confidence from the boardroom to the bedroom and everywhere in between. This episode's topic is Confident Presentation Skills, Part 2. In Part 1 of our series, we talked about bringing value to your audience, taking the focus off yourself and focusing on your audience needs and how visualization techniques can make your presentation a success. In Part 2, we're actually going to take a step back and talk about some things you can do to prepare yourself for a presentation long before you step in front of that audience. First, we're going to get some practice. Write up some kind of presentation that involves your work or maybe a cause that you're involved in with your community. Now, this is only if you don't have an existing presentation that you've given in the past or are currently working on. You can use any of the above. Now, get yourself a video camera. Digital cameras are easy to find and very affordable these days, and odds are pretty good that one of your family or friends has one that you can borrow. Now, practice your presentation as you normally would a few times, and then videotape yourself. It's probably best if you do this alone, because you might feel a little silly, but you're the only one who's going to see this, okay? Make sure that you shoot yourself in a wide shot, that you can see yourself from head to toe in. And try to do a minimum of 5 or 10 minutes of presenting. Now, don't look right into the camera. Pretend that you're speaking to an audience in the room and try to forget that the camera is even there if you can. Now, play back the tape alone. Watch it a few times, and here's what you should be looking for. Do you look happy to be there? Are you enthusiastic? Do your facial expressions match the words that you're saying? Watch it again, and this time, turn off the sound. And really watch your face. Is it telling the same story as your words? Now turn the sound back on. Does your voice sound strong or weak? Are you speaking at a pace that people can understand and digest? Or are you rushing through it just to get the heck out of there? Have you smiled at all, especially during the start or finish of your presentation? Experts tell us that folks who are nervous, unprepared, and unconfident don't smile. So if you are prepared and you do know your stuff, don't forget to smile here and there, or people will think that you're not. Now, look to see if you have any distracting habits, like adjusting your eyeglasses a lot, fixing your hair with your hand, or flicking it back with your neck. If it's hanging in your face, you need to spray it or gel it so it doesn't need tending to during your presentation. Do you grimace or get a mean look on your face when you concentrate? Do you lick your lips a lot or bite them? Do you wring your hands together or rub your fingers together? You get the picture. Half the battle of fixing a distracting habit is realizing that you even have it in the first place. This is why videotaping yourself is so valuable. Now, look to see if you use any filler words like you know, ers, and ums. Are you a you-knower? Unfortunately, many people are today. I think people feel it's become part of casual conversation, but it's a horrible habit. And as my father always said, if we knew, we wouldn't need you to tell us, you know? The best way to prevent this from coming up during a presentation or an interview is to stop doing it in your everyday conversation. Start noticing when other people say you know. It'll really start to drive you crazy and you'll start avoiding it. If you get rid of the habit in your everyday conversation, it'll be less likely to happen during interviews and presentations. And look at your body language. Are you slouching, pacing, rocking, clasping your hands, or holding onto your pen for dear life? Remember that posture is your very first communicator. Get used to standing up straight, balanced on both feet. Experts tell us humans like symmetry, and people like you more when you stand up straight and don't lean to one side. And the most open and appealing place is to keep your arms straight down by your sides loosely. Now, of course, this should just be your neutral go-to position. You should feel free to move around and use gestures, but don't clasp your hands or put them in your pockets or behind your back. You'll look strong, confident, and approachable if you keep your body language open and don't hide your hands or hold on to crutches. Unfortunately, we're conditioned to stand in a protective, defensive, or introverted manner, and we often don't even know it. So practice this confident stance everywhere you go throughout your day, online to get a cup of coffee, waiting for your luggage, watching an event. It will eventually feel natural, and you'll look so much more sure-footed. Now, we could do a whole episode about confident body language, and we will. But join us for Part 3 of Confident Presentation Skills for more tips on giving a successful and effective presentation. And we'll see you next time when we serve up another episode of Craving Confidence. We're here to satisfy your craving.